So today, as you guys can see, I'm in more of my natural habitat. I'm in my little cubby hole in my room. My room has always been my little place of solace, my little own little hidey hole. And maybe it's because I'm breaching like such a personal subject today that I'm in my place of comfort, if you will. But that's how it's gonna be with me, folks. I'm gonna do it where I'm comfortable, when I'm comfortable, how I'm comfortable. You're gonna get what kind of lights you get, no specific setup or what have you. But anyway, today we're gonna talk about love. And the question I was pondering is love ever enough? And I'm gonna have to say no. Just loving someone is not enough. Because we can love someone and we can love them dearly and then fiercely and intensely, and then a couple months later or even years, decades later, we're operating in the world again as strangers or even sometimes as enemies. And I think the only explanation we have for that is the fact that love alone is not enough. Because love is a feeling. Love is something that comes to you based on outside factors. You love them because, you love them because, you love them because. They're beautiful, they're fun, they're joyous, they're everything you thought they would be, they're everything you always wanted. Or you always just wanted love. And so you will give out this feeling of love, hoping to receive that feeling back, right? But that feeling can fade. And what I've learned is that love is not enough on its own, but it's a good enough reason when it's coupled with choice. So I stumbled upon this show, and it's called Doubling Down with the Derricos, and it literally blew my mind. So it's this black couple, and they are from Detroit, gang, living in Las Vegas. And these magnificent humans have 14 children. Actually 15, but they do have one angel baby. Big ups to little Carter, you know what I'm saying? But, one of their babies passed at birth. But this goddess of a woman has had back to back multiples. So she had a daughter singularly, then she had a son singularly, and then after that they were just having twins, and then triplets, and then quintuplets, and then twins, and then triplets, right? And the most amazing thing to me is how they operate as not only a couple, but as a family unit. So as a couple, these two people are amazing, okay? And they choose each other every day. Yes, they love each other, but the love is not the only thing that keeps them together under this type of pressure, under this type of situation. Every day, they choose to be partners. Every day, they choose to raise this family that they birthed. Every day, they choose to acknowledge each other's humanness and give each other grace and give each other peace and give each other comfort and give each other support. A choice. When it's hard, when it's stressful, when it's scary, and even when it's painful. And they choose. And then again, they choose their children. And they choose to love each and every one of the 14 individually. And then to love all 14 together. And to teach all 14 how to operate as a unit. And how to love each other together. And how to support mom. How to support dad. How to support sister, brother, everyone. And it's just such a beautiful thing. I mean, like, I was crying every single episode, and now I've learned, like, they're 4 seasons down, like, I'm late to the party. But I think God gives us things when we need them because watching this family operate solidified for me that I am not wrong about the things that love really takes. It really takes you to choose to be patient, you to choose to give of yourself, to choose to sacrifice, to choose to do the things necessary to bring joy and life and security and sustainability to the people that you care about. This is not just romantic love. This is all of our relationships, our friendships, to accept people as they are, to allow them to fully blossom and be themselves, and to cooperate with them as they do, and to expect that same thing back from them, and accept their help, accept their constructive criticism, accept when they can see something that you can't, because she's this wonderful goddess of a woman who has a wonderful husband and support system, but as a black woman, she still can't rest. She feels it's her responsibility to take care of everyone, and her husband has to step in and say, babe, let's get help. You are not failing by receiving help, by having a nanny, by having other people come in to help us, because you're exhausted and you deserve to have support. Yes, we wanted this family. Yes, we love every single one of our children. And yes, you are a phenomenal mother, but you need to rest. And she had to accept that from him. She had to accept that he was telling her, hey, I see you in ways that you don't see yourself, and I need you to allow me to be that support for you now and tell you something that you might not love to hear, but that is very true for the sustainability of our family, for the joy of our children, for the sustainability of our marriage. And she accepted that with grace, and he gave it out with humility and kindness, bringing her peace. And that's a choice. He could have came and like, you need to sit down somewhere, you need to do this, you need to do that, to make her feel small, to make her feel unworthy. But he did not, and he wouldn't dare. And that's what's amazing to me. That's what sustains love, because I'm sure they have hard times. There's no such thing as a perfect couple. There's no such thing as a perfect family. There's no such thing as a perfect marriage. But you know when the love is real and it's backed up by choice. Everybody choosing to do their part. Everybody choosing. And it just makes me so happy to see that that's happening for people, and to know that it's possible. Because I've loved and I've been loved, but I'm alone currently. And I'm currently alone because love was not enough. Our differences were bigger than the love that we shared. Our needs were bigger than that love feeling we had, because no one was willing to sacrifice in order to meet in the middle and stay. We chose to go our own separate ways. And I don't fault them for that. I mean, I thank God for them, and I thank God for the moving on, because that leaves me open to love someone who I choose. Because even though I have been what some would call unlucky in love, and that's in romantic, friendship, and family relationships, if you ask people who know me, I've had it pretty rough. But I realized that hardening my heart and being angry or bitter or how come I don't have and blah, 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 that's not what I want. That's not what I want. I'm not a hopeless romantic. I'm a hopeful one. I'm happy and I'm joyous, and I know that I'm worthy of love, because instead of pulling love from places and trying to hang on to it from places of trauma, from places of, oh, I never had, now I've begun to fall in love with myself in such a way that the love of others is just extra in my cup. I've begun to fill my own cups. And so when someone does come into my life and we choose to love each other, we choose to be a unit, and we choose to build, it'll just be overflowing. And I will know that that person chose to rock with me, and I chose to rock with them through the good, through the bad, through the ugly. Now, we're not saying this is a license to just go act a fool and then you be like, ooh, let me through it. No, Bookie. We're not doing unhealed loving, okay? But we do understand that, again, there's no such thing as perfect. and that you can love someone even when they're not their best selves that day. And you can choose to be patient with them. And you can choose to forgive. Just like I can choose to let go of my past hurts and my past disappointments. And I could choose to not let those things make me anxious and make me settle for just anything or go after things that I know I don't truly want. So while love on its own is not enough to make things work, choosing to love, support, and be each and every day despite the circumstances, I feel like that's more than enough. I feel like that is the recipe for something really beautiful and really awesome. And I'm excited for whenever that comes across my path. I've made a couple new friends and they feel like some of the lifelong ones. But even if they're not, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for them, for the time that I have them. I'm even thankful for the past hurts and the people who have hurt me. Not because I loved being hurt, but there wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad. There were plenty of laughs. There were plenty of jokes. There were plenty moments of romance. There were plenty moments of excitement with friends. And plenty hugs and adventures and tears together and hugs. And moments that I will absolutely never forget. So, to all the boys and girls who loved me, I thank you. Who chose to be with me for whatever reason they chose, for the time that they chose, I thank you. Because this journey of life has taught me that love is so much bigger than a 4-letter word. And choice is an even bigger word. And in the great wisdom of UGK and our boys, Outkast, I choose you. That song is one of the deepest that there ever could be. Because when someone chooses you, they choose to respect you. They choose to love you. They choose to support you. And they choose to learn to understand you as you change and you develop and you grow. And they're going to clap for you and they're going to love you and they're going to be with you and they're never going to tear you down. So yeah. When you ask, do I want to be loved? Of course. But I prefer to be chosen. And so, if you feel like you haven't been loved, or you're searching for love, or you want love, I pray that you find the love inside of yourself that makes you also want to be chosen. Because telling someone you love them is not good enough. Because you can love someone and disrespect them. You can love someone and hate them. You can love someone and treat them like the dirt under your shoe. But when you choose them, there's a special kind of respect that you keep and you hold. There's a special place that they hold for you. So if you're looking for it, stop looking. You've got so much love inside yourself. And that thing is going to come and radiate out of you in such a way that people are going to choose you. Your friends are going to choose you and celebrate you just like you're going to choose and celebrate them. Your relationships are going to be reciprocal once this love inside is definite. Choose yourself first, And I think you'll be chosen next. I think you're going to be chosen next. Right after that. I'm still on this journey with you guys, and I always will be. But I just wanted to stop by and say, love is not enough. Choose each other. And then we'll be cooking with gas. Love you guys. Bye.